And just getting in contact with your breath. In your child's pose or balasana, you have your stomach resting on your thighs, finding your tailbone dropping down towards your heels, just lightly spreading your fingers apart, feeling your finger pads pressing down to the floor. Relax now with on your jaw. Just gently, softly close your eyes and just listen more to your breath. Breathing in as you breathe in, breathing out as you breathe out. And try to listen more to your inhale by your nose and exhale by your nose. Take your awareness to your shoulders. Are they hunching up towards your ears? And just slightly create space. You feel your shoulder blades moving. Feel your shoulder joints from here. Lengthen your spine. Feel space created by your breath towards your spine, towards your hips, especially your lower back. Take your awareness to your knees, to your ankles, to your toes. Breathing in as you breathe in, breathing out as you breathe out. Relax more to your jaw, taking your awareness to the quality of your breath. Is your inhale longer or shorter than your exhale? So be mindful more towards your breath. Few more breath cycles here. Focus more onto your pelvic floor. So that's sensation or feeling of trying to stop yourself from urinating or pooing, and also engaging your low belly. Throughout your practice or even throughout your day, try to take more awareness to your pelvic floor. It helps you lift your internal organs, especially for us females, and have more connection of your breath and your pelvic floor or your mula bandha. Not so much intensity, but just being more aware towards that. That connects muscles into your spine and the long nerve that travels from your spine towards your brain. Breathe in as you're breathing in. Connect to your pelvic floor and breathe out as you're breathing out. On your next inhale, just slowly open your eyes. Move your head side to side or up and down. You can press down to your fingers onto the floor, lifting your elbows up. And maybe one big inhale and exhale out to your mouth. Slowly coming up into your tabletop position on your next inhale. And let's just meet here in our tabletop position. So when you're on your tabletop, you want your hands underneath your shoulders or your wrist underneath your shoulders. Your hands shoulder width apart. So closer ng konti ate, ay, both ates, closer. So hands closer to each other. Konti pa, Ate Maris. Yan. Konti open. So look down and you feel yung shoulders mo on top of your wrist. So look down, see if your wrist and shoulders are in line, and then open your fingers. Press down to the finger pads and to the knuckles, and then your knees underneath your hips, and that's hip width distance also. So your knees, the side of your knee, the outside of your knee will be in line to the outside of your hips. Nice. Now, as we inhale for cat-cow position, for our cow position, as we inhale, we drop our belly down, and naturally your shoulders go back, and then your chest goes forward. And gaze up or forward. Just take it slow. Feel your tailbone coming up towards the ceiling. And then inhale, and then as you exhale, push your hands. As you lift your chest off the floor, you're dropping down to your tailbone. So this is your cat position. And then again, inhale, belly goes down, chest goes forward, chest back, chest open, shoulders back, tailbone up. Exhale, round through your spine. Keep pushing your hands, keep pushing onto your knees, gaze in between your legs. And then inhale, belly drop down, tailbone up, chest forward, shoulders back. Nice. One more time. In your own time, 3 more sets. So exhale here. So I'm not going to guide you with your inhale and exhale. Just do it in your own time. Maybe one more set. Feel your tailbone, the hips moving, spine moving. And then let's all meet in our neutral position here. And then grab your blocks or your pillow, put it in front of you. And then slowly move your knees backwards. So as much as possible, your knees and your hips in line. And then you can drop your chest down. If you feel okay, kaya pa ng shoulders. And then you can put your hands over the block or your pillow and drop down towards the floor. If this is too much for you, you can remove the block and stay here on your elbows. Or if kaya pa, then you can put your hands over your pillow. Again, feel your shoulders, the side of your shoulders, your shoulder girdle opening up, stretching towards your traps. Also having that curve, the back bend into your spine. Feel the opening of the front side of your body, your core. And again, take your awareness into your pelvic floor. Stay here a couple of breaths. So try to connect your breathing with your pelvic floor. If you feel any shaking to your body, maybe ease off a little bit. So in your yoga practice, you want to have your breath all the time. If there's any point you need to hold your breath to get into the posture, maybe that's your body telling you it's too much, too far, too soon. So try to balance your ease and effort. Don't have to force anything. And then slowly walking your hands towards your body, nice and slow, into your tabletop position again. Taking your right arm up as you inhale. And then as you exhale, take your right arm across your chest, drop your right ear down. You can have your left hand to the top of your mat and feel your twist here. Maybe 3 more breaths. Feel so much of your inhale to your spine, to your tailbone, opening your glutes, your butt muscles. And then inhale, press your left hand down to the floor as you lift your body up. Nice. And then right hand down to the floor. Inhale, left arm reaches up. And exhale, left arm across your chest, left ear down. Right hand can get over to the top of your mat. And let's take in 3 breaths here. Before engaging. So the only time you will not engage your pelvic floor is when you're sleeping, you're pooing, or you're having your menstrual cycle. And inhale, press your right hand down, coming up tabletop position. Let's come into our first downward dog. Tuck your toes onto the floor, chin towards your chest, then lift your hips up off the floor into your downward facing dog. For your first downward facing dog, let's try to bend our knees a little bit. Press to your finger pads, open your hands so much your fingers are apart. Straighten into your arms. Push your hips back and up towards the back wall or your ceiling or your window. And just lift your heels off the floor as much as you can. So you're stretching down to your toes. Nice. And top of your head down. Gaze in between your legs. So Ate Jeanette, gaze in between your legs. You can see your bed. Sige, keep doing it. Yan. I'll just stay here close so I can see you. And then Ate Marie's, gaze in between your legs. Look in between your legs into the cabinet. Open your feet hip width distance. Ate Marie's, open your feet some more. Open your feet. Yes, hip width distance, like your hands. Not so much, a little bit closer. And stop. And then heels off the floor, on your toes. Bend your knees. Spine nice and straight. Yes. And Ate Janet, closer yung hands to each other. Closer yung hands. Closer pa. Konting-konti pa. Yan. Okay, stop there. Push your hips back and up. Back, 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 and up. Yes. Drop your head down. Nice. And let's take in movements here. Move your hips side to side. Move your leg. Knee in, knee out. Lift your right leg. Lift your left leg up. So in your downward facing dog, and move your knees into each other. Lift your right leg, open your hips. Left leg up, open your hips. Movements here. And then slowly have your gaze forward. Step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale, gaze forward to your halfway lift. Just step forward. And then exhale, slightly bend your knees, drop your head down, fold forward. And just hang off here a little bit more into your breath. Bend your knees if you have to. Be gentle with yourself. Know when to push a little bit and know when to back off, minimizing injuries. And then slowly press your feet, press your big toes down to the floor, press to your heels, squeeze and engage your pelvic floor. Inhale, slowly come up each vertebrae after another. So as we stand, nice and slow, nice. We do a couple of sun salutations. So into your sun salutation, on your first position, standing to the top of your mat, take your palms facing out, so your little fingers towards your body. And then inhale, lift your arms up, gazing over your hand. If you feel you can bring your hands together without sacrificing your shoulders, you can do that. But if it's too much, you can have your hands separated. And then as you exhale into your second movement, you can move first from your hip joints, and then if you've reached the maximum for your hamstrings, drop your belly towards your legs, then your spine, and into your forward fold. Bend your knees if you have to. Inhale, gaze forward, chest open. You can go onto your fingertips here. Nice. And then as you exhale, keep your gaze forward. Step your leg back into your high plank. So into your high plank, important here is you're engaging your legs too. Take your kneecaps up and then your shoulder blades away from each other as you press down to your finger pads, to your knuckles, and to your wrists, not only to your wrists. Your tailbone a little bit tucked here. Press your heels back and stay here in your high plank. Nice. Into your Chaturanga Dandasana. A first one is drop your knees first. So this is the first modification or first option. Drop your knees first. And then lean forward a little bit. And then bend your elbows towards your body as you drop your chest down. Squeeze your pelvic floor as you drop everything down. Nice. Untuck your toes, tops of your feet flat on the floor. Inhale, push your hands. If this is how far you can go with bent elbows into your upward facing dog, just take in cobra pose. Or if you can straighten your arms, inhale into your upward facing dog. Tops of your feet flat onto the floor. So your shoulders, if it's lifting up, bring it back and down. Open to your chest. So Ate Maurice, drop your shoulders down some more. Shoulders down, push your hands, shoulders down. Yes. And then tuck your toes, chin towards your chest. Send your hips up, downward facing dog. 5 breaths here in your downward facing dog. Bend your knees a little bit. Send your hips back and up towards the ceiling and to the back wall. Most importantly here in your downward facing dog, it's your spine lengthening. It's not your heels touching the ground or straight your legs. We're not worried about that. I'm more concerned of your spine here. So keep pushing to your finger pads. Drop your head down, your shoulders
getting away from your neck. So you're creating space down to your spine. Send your hips back and up. Bend your knees if you have to. Lift your heels off the floor if that's what your body is giving to you. And then slowly have your gaze forward on your inhale. Step forward, your feet towards your hands and into your halfway lift. And exhale, fold again. Bend your knees if you have to. Press your feet. Inhale into your standing, hands up, hands together, gaze up. And exhale, samastitihi, or exhale, arms down by your side. Nice. Let's do that one more. Feet to the top of your mat. Press down to your big toes. Inhale, take your arms up. Gazing up, shoulders away from your ears. Ribs nicely soft and in. Don't let your ribs pop out. And then as you exhale, fold from your hip joints. Drop your head down. This is your forward fold. Inhale, gaze forward into your halfway lift. Chest forward, shoulders back. Nice. Exhale, step back into your high plank towards your chaturanga dandasana. Good job. Drop your knees first. Slide your body forward. Pelvic floor engage and smile. As you exhale, drop your chest down. Nice. So we take it nice and slow as we build strength, okay? Untuck your toes, top of your feet off the floor. Bring your hands close to your chest. And then on your inhale, slide your body forward, upward facing dog. So if it's again coming up, just open your chest. Nagbebend yung elbows, that's fine. Gaze up or forward. Tuck your toes, chin towards your chest. Send your hips up into your downward facing dog. And we take 5 breaths here. Inhale, nice and slow. Exhale, nice and slow. Send your hips back and up towards your ceiling. Press to your finger pads, not only to your wrist. And gaze forward, step forward to the top of your mat. Inhale here to your halfway lift. Big inhale and big exhale, fold forward into your Uttanasana or forward fold. Press your feet, pelvic floor engaged. Inhale, arms up. And exhale, arms down by your side. Nice. Good job. And then let's take our feet nicely open, hip width distance, and just here into our squat, into our garland pose. If you need to take your heels off the floor, that's okay. If maybe you can try having your heels down to the floor, chest open, shoulders back, push your elbows opening to your knees. Next. Feel your breath. Again, even if you're in this position, try to engage to your pelvic floor, lengthen to your spine, and breathing here. Your right arm inside your right leg, right hand down, left hand, left knee, left hand, left knee, and push. So you're just opening more to your inner thigh, and maybe look back, a little bit of a twist there. Nice and slow. Feel that spine. Super sakit ng likod ko today. And look over to the left. And then inhale, come back to center. Left, left shoulder into your left leg. Left hand down to the floor. Right hand, right knee. And push. So this might be different side for you. This is very, very tight for me. Can't even push. And gaze to the right or up and stay here. Nice and slow. Inhale, come back to center. Into your garland pose again. And slowly press your hand, coming up into your halfway lift. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Into your ragdoll position. Take your hands to your opposite elbows. Lean forward to your toes. Feel the tilting of your pelvis. So your tailbone, your pubic bone to your pelvis, away from your heels and up to the ceiling. Bend your knees if you have to, but keep activation into your legs. Don't just let it be lazy. Keep it activated, sending blood flow to your head, getting your heart over your head. You can move your arms side to side. And then inhale, coming up, halfway lift. And then as you exhale, take your left leg back. Yep. Left knee down. So pwede nyong i-roll yung mat if it hurts your knee. Left knee down into your low lunge. So pushing onto your hips a little bit forward. You can hold onto the floor if it's too much or hold to your knee. And just opening to our left hip flexor. Nice. If you can put your right foot a little bit forward. Kung may masakit, back off and just do whatever it is that you were doing a while ago. Make sure you're still breathing. Inhale slowly through your nose. Exhale slowly out through your nose. Open, feel your breath passing into your left hip flexor, staying there. And then exhale, hands down to the floor. Tuck your left toes, walk your left knee a little bit close into this position, to your lunge. Your right knee on top of your right heel. And then just twist from here. First option. Left hand to your right knee. So opposite, left hand. So saan yung left hand? Left hand, hold your right knee. And look over to your right. And then slowly slide your body forward. Hook your left shoulder into your right knee. Nice. And then take, so little bit away from your thigh to create space. And then bring your hands together. And a little bit more twist. Nice. Stay here for 3 more breaths. Gaze over to the back. And inhale, slowly coming up, swapping over. Nice. Take your right leg nice and straight. As you take your right leg nice and straight, and just have your fingertips down to the floor. So both of your legs straight now. Feel your right hip going to the back as you straighten your leg, pelvic floor engage. Onto your fingertips as much as you can. And then inhale, step your left leg forward, drop, get your right leg back, drop your right knee down. Nice. And then again, into this low lunge. So you can push your right knee back a little bit if you want to feel more stretch to your right hip flexor. You can have your hands down to the floor, or if you have 2 blocks, you can use your blocks or a container to give yourself support, or you can have your hand onto your knee. Yeah, and just finding the stretch. This is a little bit challenging, especially if you don't want to feel that stretch. Come back to your breath. And then inhale, slowly bring your knee a little bit forward. And then as you come up, left knee on top of your left heel, right knee just on top, just below your right hip. And then slowly look over to the left and twist. On your exhale, drop your right armpit into your left knee. So into your twist. And if you feel, okay, I've got this, take your hands together in prayer. Push into your right arm to your left knee and look over to the left. Nice. Equalize your breath into your inhale and your exhale. Pelvic floor in sync with your breath. And then exhale, take your hands down into your fingertips. Tuck your right toes. Straighten your left leg. And just stay here. Into your fingertips. If that's too much stretch, coming down with your hands to the floor. Just feel this left leg engaging. Feel your left hip pushing back. So from the top, your hips are in line with each other. Don't forget your pelvic floor. See if you're clenching your jaw just to get into this pose. And then inhale, slowly gaze forward, step your right foot forward. Press your feet, inhale, arms over your head. And then exhale, arms down by your side. Nice. So medyo stretch na yung leg. Then from here, let's just add a little bit of balancing. Hover your weight, lean your weight over to your left leg or your left foot. Have your left leg nice and strong. So if you feel your left quads, it's nice and strong, even your left glutes. Feel you're pressing down to your left big toe. And then slowly here, lift your right leg up. So just have it bent, nicely bent. So flex your right toes, take your hands onto your waist. Let's stay here into this balancing. If you feel you're leaning back, lean forward a little bit. If you feel you're leaning forward so much, open your chest, shoulders down, stay here. Feel your left foot grounding down to the floor. And then exhale, right leg down. Nice, nice and easy. Press your right big toe down to the floor. Lean your body weight to your right foot. Press down to your little toe, your big toe to your heel. Lift your right kneecap up. Pelvic floor engage. Inhale, lift your left leg up. So bend your left leg. Kick your heel down to the floor. Flex your toes. And staying here for 3 more breaths. Nice. And exhale down with your left leg. Nice. Shake it off a little bit. And then slowly from here, again, another set. Have your weight to your left foot. Inhale, bend your right leg. And try to straighten it up as you point your toes. It can be like this, and that's okay. Can be a little bit up, that's okay. So whatever it is. So if you feel you're lifting your right leg, but you're leaning back, lean forward and wherever your leg. Push your right hip joint back as you lift your leg. Nice. Stay here, 3 more breaths. Lift and point. Push your right hip back. And exhale down. Nice. Take your weight to your right foot. Inhale, lift your left knee up. Point. As you straighten your leg, see if you're leaning back, lean forward. push to your left hip joint. So your left hip is going back again in line with your right hip, and lift it. So you feel you're creasing and you're moving into that crease into your left hip. Point. So you're not carrying that weight of your leg. It's your hip joint doing it and your muscle. And exhale down. Shake it off a little bit. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. And then from here, just step your left leg back. So both of your hips facing the camera. Bend your right leg. Your left foot, back left foot is in an angle, in 45-degree angle. Drop your right hip down. So your hips will be facing the camera, both of your hips. Yes, this is into your Virabhadrasana 1, your Warrior 1. Drop your right hip, right knee on top of your right heel. Sink low to your right leg. Nice. Take your arms up and stay here. You can have your hands apart or your hands together and gaze up. Stay here for 5 breaths. Nice and low. Ate Jeanette, swap your legs so your right leg is forward. Both of you, your right leg should be forward. Hindi. Tama, Ate Maurice. Tama, Ate Maurice. Ate Janet, swap right leg forward and sink down. Nice and strong to your back leg. And then inhale, straighten your leg. Lean forward still with your right leg and try to lift your left leg up. If your hands fall down, that's okay. Take your left leg up. Nice. If you feel your left hip is opening out, drop it down. So both hips still square. Nice. Stay here. Maybe you can lean forward more, drop the top of your head. Maybe you can lift your left leg up more, but still squaring down with your hips. See if you're still engaging into your pelvic floor. Stay here a couple of breaths. And then towards the last breath, you can have your left leg up and slowly walk your hands onto your right leg and bring your hands to your chest and balance there. If you fall down, that's okay. Come back up and left leg down. Release. Left leg goes forward now. Right leg goes back. So see if we have the right leg. So your left leg forward. Drop to your left hip. Left knee on top of your left heel. Right foot in an angle. Push your right hip forward into your Virabhadrasana A or Warrior 1. Take your arms up. You can have your hands together. Nice. Sink low more. Sink low. Feel your hip joint moving in for you. Shoulders away from your ears. Relax your jaw. Pelvic floor. You need it here. Engage your pelvic floor. Strong back leg. Gaze up or forward, hands together, separate your hands, stay here, one more breath, nice and long. And then as you exhale, lean towards your left leg, hands down to the floor, right leg lifts up. Square to your hips. And maybe you can fold some more, lift your right leg, that's up to you. In here for 5 more breaths. Nice. And then towards the end, maybe you can try walking your hands toward your left leg, then towards your chest. I'm shaking. Are you shaking? Sweating? You fall out of balance. Just come back up. Squeeze pelvic floor. And right leg down. Nice. Slowly just step to the top of your mat. Open your feet wide into your garland pose again. Okay? Kayang-kaya. Chest open. So practice here. Shoulders away from your ears. Breathing here, nice and slow. And then slowly coming up. As you come up from here, nice. Coming up nice and slow. Standing. So let's all meet in our standing. Yes. Step your left leg to the back. Yes. So you will now face the side. Your right toes open. Right toes out to the side. Bend your right leg. As you bend your right leg, your right arm onto your right thigh. Nice. Your left arm, left hand down, not touching, just down. And then left hand over to the front and up. Open your chest. Nice. So just feel that right hip joint again. Your right thigh, your inner thighs. Don't forget your left leg. Is it nice and strong? Is the outer edge of your left foot hugging down to the mat, to the floor? You can have your gaze forward or up to the left hand. Breathe here. So good for your hips. So good for your digestive system. Stay there. And then inhale, slowly left hand down to the floor. Left hand down. Nice. Stay there, nice and slow, nice and low. Don't come up. And then right hand down into your wide leg forward fold. So you can stay here halfway, or you can lean forward, come down. You can have your hands down to the floor, or use your blocks or whatever it is to support here. If you feel, yeah, you've got more space, you can lean forward. Make sure your toes are slightly in, your heels are slightly out, your kneecaps are lifted. Top of your head down towards the floor. Shoulders, your back muscles relax. Just let gravity do its job here. Pelvic floor engaged still. Your inner thighs are engaged, long on your spine. Just release more tension to your lower back, your glutes, creating space to your spine. Inhale, gaze forward, lengthen, open your chest. Exhale, pause, stay there, gaze forward at the Marie's. And then slowly coming up a little bit, left toes out, bend your left leg, rest your left arm to your left thigh. So other side, right arm down, up and over, you gaze up. This is your Parshvakonasana or intense side angle pose. You're feeling stretched to your right outer edge of your foot, to your right hip, everything onto your right side, and reach up, open your chest, gazing up, and stay there. Nicely, Diaz. Right leg nice and strong, right leg straight. Ate Marie, straighten your right leg as much as possible. Hold it there. Yes. Inner thighs squeezing into each other. Don't forget your pelvic floor. And then inhale from here, coming up. Take your toes, both of your toes out into your goddess squat. So your will look like this. Press your hands to your knees, sink your hips down into your goddess squat. Nice, 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 nice. Inhale here, exhale here, and then inhale, straighten your legs, and then exhale, come to the top of your mat. Let's all meet here to the top of your mat. Inhale, take your arms up, gaze up. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, look forward, halfway lift. Exhale, step back into your high plank. Oops, dumulas. And then drop your knees down, lean forward, Make sure you activate to your armpits, to your shoulder girdle as you bring your chest down and down. Inhale and down to the floor at the Janet. Not downward dog, chest down to the floor. Come down to the floor. Yes. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. And then slowly drop your knees down to the floor into your child's pose. And stay here for 5 breaths. Feel your inhale as equal as possible with your exhale. Drop your tailbone towards your heels. Nice and relaxed your jaw. Draw your attention more to your breath. And inhale, slowly come up. Cross your legs and just sit down. Nice. So, may buhok. So as you sit down, let's take our Paschimottanasana, our seated forward fold. So straighten your legs first. Lift up to your chest. Take your hands to your hips. And then feel first like you're squeezing your hands inside your hips. And then pag naipit na yung kamay nyo into your hips, lift your chest up and slowly walk your hands forward. Nice. Yung toes, all of your toes towards yourself. Sometimes kusan-san siya pumupunta. So take your toes towards your face. Nice. When your toes are towards your face, or your legs are activated to your shins, to your knees, to your quads. When the front of your legs are activated, that opens up to your hamstrings. So make everything active. So your forward fold, your hamstrings will open for you, and it can help you with your forward fold. But most especially, moving first to your hip joint, then to your lower spine, then to your middle spine, and maybe your upper spine. If you feel you can reach to your toes, you can reach to your toes. If it's too much, just place your hands down. If you have a towel, you can wrap it around your feet, assist you with your forward fold. Again, if you're clenching your jaw, if you're stopping your breath, you're holding your breath, you're forcing into the pose. So modifying into the pose can give you the same benefits as it's the full expression. That means you're reaching the maximum your body can give to you and still like the full expression of the pose. So modifying is perfectly okay. You're still receiving the benefits of your practice, especially just being gentle and accepting yourself. And then inhale, gaze forward, chest up here. Inhale, gaze forward, chest up. Oh, nag-freeze. And then as you exhale, stay there. Then take your right knee in, hug it close to your chest, and take your right knee down. If your right knee is up here, you can put something underneath your right knee. Hello. Okay pa? Nag-freeze? Okay na? Oh, it's free. They're frozen. Oh, they got frozen. Wala. Hello, okay na? Okay. Okay, from here, so right knee in and then out, right heel touching to your right inner thigh. So this is 90-degree angle. You can put a block underneath and then your torso facing to your left leg, flex your left toes and lean forward. Yes, you don't have to touch anything, just place your hands down and just lean forward. Left toes flexing. Dumi na pa ako. Inhale, come up. Exhale there. And then straighten your right leg. Left knee in. Left knee out to the side. Left heel to your left inner thigh. That's in 90-degree angle. You can put a block or a pillow underneath it. Your torso facing your right leg. Lean forward here and stay here. 5 breaths. Shoulders away from your ears, pelvic floor engaged. If you can lean forward some more without sacrificing anything here from your legs, you can do so. But if you're easing off anything, just to fold forward, maybe just stay there for now. Inhale, coming up, lifting up your head up, lengthen here. Exhale, pause. And then inhale, slowly straighten your legs, shake it off a little bit. And then slowly folding your feet, your legs, your feet together. Place your hands underneath your feet. Inhale, lift up. And then exhale, fold from your hip joint, your pelvis off the floor a little bit as you lean forward. Straight your spine first, shoulders away from your ears. Again, you can put something underneath your knees if it's bothering you or if just needs support. Inhale, slowly come up, round to your spine. So tuck your tailbone, round to your spine, chin towards your chest, and then just round here. So now we're rounding. Stay here, 2 more breaths. Inhale, slowly come up. Exhale here. And then from here, cross your legs, place your hands to the floor, and just walk your feet back. So parang you're in your downward facing dog or your high plank. Take your right leg up. Your right knee goes forward behind your right hand. Slide your left leg back into your pigeon pose. So you can bring your right foot a little bit forward, or you can sit on your block. And then you can lean forward. If this foot goes back in to create that space here, it's okay. Then just lean forward into your pigeon pose. So it's up to you, whatever it is that you're feeling here. Or you can stay here with your elbows off the floor. or your head down to the floor. You can put that pull boy at Maurice onto your right hip. Nice. Stay there for 10 full breaths.
Feel your weight pushing down to your left hip, weight to your right shin, creating space onto your neck. Pelvic floor is still nicely engaged.
Relax your jaw. And then inhale, slowly walk your hands towards your body, tuck your left toes, send your hips up, create space, take your right leg back, left leg back up, and then exhale, left knee down, just other side. So you feel this side might be different, or this one might be tighter or open. So drop your right hip down. You can stay here on your elbows, or you can slowly walk your hands forward, pushing more weight to your left shin, stretching more to your left glutes, your left butt muscles. Pelvic floor still engaged here.
Just nice and slow breaths. Inhale to your nose. Exhale out to your nose.
And then slowly tuck your toes. Take your hands towards your body. Inhale, coming up. And then exhale, just roll, lying down to your back. As you roll onto your back, have your hands touch your heels. And let's just finish off with a slight back bend. Taking your hips up, your pelvis up. Engage to your glutes, just slightly or naturally, not so much. Your hands underneath, you can interlock your fingers, you can lift your shoulders so you can open more to your chest, open your heart here. Pelvic floor still engaging, especially in this one. Take your hips up, your quads, your thighs open. Feel your back muscles. And slowly exhale down. Take your left hand to your right knee and bring over to the left side and just twist. Look over to your right shoulder or your right arm. Inhale, legs to center. Swap your legs. Left leg over your right leg. Right hand to your left knee. Bring it over to the right and look over to the left. And twist. Again, just massaging your internal organs from here. Hopefully getting your nerves more in line into your spine. And then inhale, take your legs back to the center. Hug your knees close to your chest. Squeeze everything in. And then move your knees side to side.
Then straighten your legs, pointing to your toes. As you exhale, pelvic floor engage, slowly dropping your legs as slow as possible. Exhale out your Savasana. So slow and deep breaths first. Inhale through your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale out to your nose for 1, 2, 3, 4. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale 4, 3, 2, 1. Coming back to your normal breathing. Have your shoulders down, open your neck. Relax to the top of your head. Relax your eyelids. Relax your cheeks. Relax your jaw. Relax your neck, your collarbones, your shoulders. Relax your arms. Relax your elbows, your wrists, especially to your fingers. Relax your chest, your heart. Relax your ribs. Relax your stomach. Relax your spine, your hips. Relax your thighs. Relax your hamstrings. Relax your knees. Relax the back of your knees. Relax your shins. Relax your calf muscles. Relax the tops of your feet. Relax your ankles. Relax your toes. Relax your heels. Inhale love back to yourself. Exhale out any self-judgment. Inhale belief in yourself. Exhale out any doubts or fears. Inhale love back to yourself. Exhale love to other people, even those who have wronged you. Inhale kindness to yourself. Exhale out kindness to other people. Saying, may I be well. May I be healthy. May I be full of love. May I be peaceful. May I be full with loving kindness. And saying, may you be well. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. May you be full of love. May you be full of loving kindness. And slowly wiggle your toes, wiggle your fingers, and stretch your arms up. Stretch your toes down. Inhale and exhale. Coming back to why you're here today, to your practice. Thanking yourself, thanking especially your body, and hug your knees to your chest. Exhale out to the right side. Pause there. Inhale, slowly come up to your seated position, still with your eyes closed. Take your hands in prayer, chin down. Have your hands to your forehead. Always know your truth. Hands to your eyes. Always see your truth. Hands to your lips. Always speak your truth. And hands to your heart. Always know, love, and feel your truth and love yourself. Namaste. Thank you.